What is Secret Cup theory in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC? If we look at all the cups in the game right now, plus what we know is coming in Wave 6 of the Booster Course Pass, we have 12 cups for a total of 48 courses in the base game, plus 12 cups with another 48 courses counting all 6 Booster Course Pass waves. Adding up both sets of 48 courses, we get a final count of 96. But are we really going to end it there, just short of 100? That's Secret Cup theory. There's nothing intrinsically wrong with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe ending on 96 courses. But if we were to get just one more Hypothetical Cup added to the game, those additional 4 tracks would round out the game on exactly 100. An impressive, easy to remember number and a truly fitting way to cap off a game subtitled Deluxe. A Mario Kart game with 100 courses feels incredible to say. If it ever reached this point, I could even see a gold edition of the game releasing with all the DLC included, touting a sticker on the box that proudly boasts its 100 courses. But back to Secret Cup theory. It's not just the fact that 96 tracks is 4 away from 100. There are even more clues that might point toward the relevance of this theory, like some of our currently missing courses, for example. If you're at all familiar with Mario Kart Tour, then it's no secret that for the majority of the tracks that came to the Booster Course Pass, those versions came from that game. Even if they were retro tracks originating from some of the earlier Mario Kart titles, they were since remade in Mario Kart Tour first. These classic track recreations in Tour no doubt serve as the base for what tracks end up being selected for the Booster Course Pass. This will likely be true for Wave 6, and if we were to get a secret bonus cup, I'm very confident this trend would continue. As it stands now, there are plenty of retro course remakes in Tour that haven't yet been used in 8 Deluxe. Mathematically, there's more than enough tracks to fill a whole other cup, even after the 8 tracks we'll be getting with Wave 6. Speaking of Wave 6, if we think logically about predictions following established patterns and trends, then it's likely we'll see the 2 remaining Tour City courses, the 2 remaining Tour Original Piranha Plant themed courses, and a couple of remade retros, made case in point with the one track we already know about, Wee Daisy Circuit. This is yet another Tour recreation of a retro track, further suggesting that Wave 6 isn't going to break from the established pattern. Knowing this, doesn't it seem like a waste that some of these retro course remakes will be the unlucky few left to live out their days in Tour, rather than come to 8 Deluxe as part of the Booster Course Pass? Let's say there was one more secret or bonus cup that came with the Wave 6 update. Assuming we don't get the announcement that there will be a second Booster Course Pass, which I think is unlikely due to the age of Mario Kart 8 and the assumption that Nintendo will be wanting to move on to something else for the series, the extra cup would at least provide the opportunity for a few more of these remade courses to hit the big screen. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about the potential reveal for a secret cup. If something like this is planned, the most likely place we'll get the news is as an added surprise in Wave 6's full reveal trailer. There we could see our bonus cup revealed as well, probably showing all the tracks it will include. But there's another, perhaps more exciting scenario. Maybe if there is a bonus cup coming with the Wave 6 update, it doesn't even get announced beforehand, remaining a secret unlockable until someone discovers, or more likely, data mines it. Maybe winning a trophy in every cup of the Booster Course Pass would let us unlock the secret cup, sort of like how we had to unlock the later cups when we first started playing base Mario Kart 8. An unannounced unlockable cup would be a nice way to sneak in a couple more courses and celebrate the end of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in a special way. This would no doubt get the community talking in a positive way, bringing some excitement to the otherwise sad occasion, which is of course the end of the Booster Course Pass. And I'm not saying this is likely, but just like how 8 and 8 Deluxe brought us representation from the Legend of Zelda, F-Zero, Animal Crossing, and Splatoon series, maybe an additional bonus cup could feature one last Nintendo cross crossover for the game. Maybe a series like Kirby could be represented, with a Dreamland-inspired course, a Car Kirby or Warp Star-inspired kart, and in the best case scenario, Kirby himself joining the roster as a playable character. Mario Kart 8's original DLC was what brought us the first of several Nintendo crossovers, and a potential bonus cup could end the Booster Course Pass DLC with one too. But if this were to be the case, I doubt any cup with a Nintendo crossover would be a hidden unlockable. A new character cameo or themed course would be big news, and I definitely expect some marketing behind it with a full trailer reveal. But while we're on the topic of a secret final cup, we might as well try to predict the tracks it might contain. I've already made some Wave 6 predictions on this channel, so I won't be selecting any of those courses here. Instead, I'll be selecting these courses pretending that those Wave 6 predictions are already set in stone. If you haven't already seen my Wave 6 predictions, then make sure to check them out after this video so you have the full context. For the first track of my Hypothetical bonus cup, I'm selecting 3DS Rosalina's Ice World to open things up. It's a joyful track centered around a popular character, a perfect choice to start our ultimately final cup. And it's seasonal, lining up perfectly for the holidays and Northern Hemisphere winter, which is exactly when we're getting the eventual release of Wave 6. For track 2 of the Secret Cup, I'm going with DS Airship Fortress. This is yet another popular track that's already been remade in Mario Kart Tour. I always love to see more DS representation with the retro remakes, and that's not even to mention how Airship Fortress itself serves as a reference to the classic Super Mario Bros. 3. It's an important course I believe belongs in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and is absolutely fitting for the second spot of this secret final cup of the Booster Course Pass. Third, I'm selecting the fan favorite GCN DK Mountain. I know many fans are expecting DK Mountain to return as part of Wave 6, and I'm not denying that this could very well happen. But if you've seen my Wave 6 predictions, you'll know that I chose Dino Dino Jungle as the GCN track to take the Wave 6 spot instead. Despite my bias toward Dino Dino Jungle, I still think both tracks more than deserve it to make it into 8 Deluxe. One more secret cup could be the solution we need to ensure both of these fantastic jungle-themed courses are part of the Booster Course Pass when all is said and done. And for my final slot and the actual final new course before the true end of support for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think things will end in a truly special way. That's why I'm thinking to finally cap things off, we'll get either a Nintendo crossover, a brand new Nitro track, or a breaking of the pattern with a new retro remake that's not currently in Mario Kart Tour. For example, courses like Wii Toad's Factory or GCN Rainbow Road. But officially, for my final slot prediction, I'm going to say that the Secret Cup ends on the second option, a brand new Nitro track, similar to what we got in Wave 5 with Squeaky Clean Sprint. Up until recently, I felt like the Booster Course Pass gave us more than enough, and we were ready to move on to a new Mario Kart game after Wave 6. And I do still feel that way mostly. The Booster Course Pass was overwhelmingly good, and way more than anyone bargained for. But something about the game ending just shy of 100 tracks still bothers me a bit. Not in the sense like we're getting ripped off or anything like that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has exceeded my wildest expectations and then some. But there's something about that 100 courses milestone. There's a sort of finality to it. And if you ask me, that's how you end a game that we'll look back on as essential from the Switch era. The game that will go down as the most widely loved on the hardware, and Mario Kart's most successful entry to date. Of course, let's enjoy and be thankful for Wave 6, but especially after it was revealed that we're getting more characters than expected, let's not sleep on the possibility that we might get more cups than expected as well.